day.
Stop the JNF! Stop the JNF! Stop the JNF today!
This is a colonial settler regime, as Israel is, and they are both criminal. We are very conscious of the fact that we are here on unceded Coast Salish land, as the Israelis are on unceded Palestinian land. The world does not need more colonial settler regimes. They are crimes against humanity, and we are here in solidarity with the Palestinian people, now and forever. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
It continues to be used for the construction of settlements in the occupied West Bank and for building parks on emptied Palestinian villages on the West Bank. All these activities are against the declared polity of the Canadian Revenue Agency in regard to the grant of charitable status. And yet, the JNF continues to enjoy this privilege, which makes the Canadian taxpayer, many of us here, a contributor to its work. So this violation of its own policies by the CRA can only be a sign of the Canadian government's determined complicity in the policies of ethnic cleansing and apartheid of the Israeli state. So Sunside utterly deplores this.
Shame! Shame!
We utterly deplore the support of the government of Canada, which has its own history of settler colonialism, for the ongoing practices of settler colonialism in Israel. And so we stand in solidarity with the people of Palestine, with the Indigenous people of Canada, and all Indigenous people facing displacement and dispossession of their lands. We demand that the CRA remove the charitable status of the Jewish National Fund.
All these regimes will be uprooted and freedom will come not just to the Arab world, but for the people of the world and for the people of Palestine. There is nothing permanent. Everything changes. And if people think, if Netanyahu thinks he had the American administration in his pocket, he has to think twice. If he's not serving U.S. imperial interests, they'll be dumped in no time. They'll be dumped, not just them, but the people of the Jewish faith will suffer because of the Zionist collaboration with the American empire. This collaboration will lead to backlash against not only the Zionists, but also against the Jewish people. That's why we are proud to have Jews with us. We are proud Jews of conscience are demonstrating with us. We thank the independent Jewish voices for being with us, and we tell them we will never forget you. We will never forget your support for the Palestinian and your opposition to this Zionist settler colonialist movement.
There is a strong and broad movement of solidarity and peace and justice around the world for people who can see the very obvious reality of Israel, which is a racist project of U.S. imperialism. There's a strong project to resist this. All freedom and peace and justice-loving people in the world stand in solidarity with the Palestinians who are bravely and nobly resisting the Israeli occupation that is funded by U.S. imperialism. And we here stand in solidarity with them. Furthermore, we reject the Trump administration's recent supposed annexation of the Golan Heights, which is Syrian land, always has been Syrian land. We reject the broader U.S. project in the Middle East of occupying and regime changing all of these sovereign nation states, from Libya and now to Syria, from Palestine and eventually to Iran. We stand in solidarity with all of these people against U.S. imperialism. We reject the American announcement that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and we reject their announcement that the Golan Heights is also Israel. All of this is Palestinian land. Viva Palestine! No tax breaks for apartheid and occupation.
No tax breaks for apartheid and occupation.
And stop the racist JNF.
Stop racist JNF.
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Intifada!
Viva